Welcome to Vsb News Online for Thursday, January the 15th. I'm Charles Webb. Bermuda's winning the America's Cup resulted in a changing of the guard in the cabinet, and today at Government House, the Premier presented his new Minister of Education, Wayne Scott, his new Minister of Community and Cultural Affairs, Patricia Gordon-Pamplin, and Minister of Public Works, Craig Cannonier. The Premier stressed there's a job to be done, and all three ministers voiced their abilities to take care of the tasks at hand.
I think everyone is well aware of some of the challenges over the past year, but I firmly believe that all of us at times need to rebuild and to rededicate. I'm close with Craig, have been for a number of years now. Over the past months, we spent a good deal of time talking. Craig has had an opportunity to step back and to look at where we need to go. It's clear to me that Craig still has a passion to serve the people of Bermuda. I have every confidence that he will do a great job as Minister of Public Works. So I've asked him to come back into Cabinet. So Craig, thank you for taking that. Two other things that I want to say. We're in very difficult times here. We live in paradise, but we have challenges that must be faced today or we'll pay the price tomorrow. As your Premier, I will do everything within my ability to make sure that our cabinet operates at the highest standards. We will work day and night to improve the lot of every single Bermudian. And the last thing that I will say is, with your support, we will get the job done.
Let me say that when we are elected as parliamentarians, we are elected to serve the people who have entrusted us in our position on the Hill. Sometimes that service may not come in the manner in which we would like, and there are some of us obviously who have preferences. However, it would be remiss if any of us would have to deny the opportunity to serve Bermuda in whatever capacity. Today, I find myself in that position to say thank you to the Premier for having confidence in me to put me in another portfolio.
You know, the Public Works really is the heartbeat of Bermuda when you think about it. Public Works over our lifetime really put Bermuda on the map as one of the most beautiful places in the country. And I'd like to see that repeated with this ministry as I'm at the helm. I've heard a lot of talk about, you know, people concerned about certain things within Public Works. So we want to get back on track. I believe that the people within Public Works have always had good intent, I should say. So we now need to rely on our people to get the job done. This is an exciting time. A lot has to be done, you know, within this particular ministry. It is one of the largest of all the ministries, actually. So there's a lot of work to be done.
Education is a tough ministry. It's a very important ministry. It's a ministry that I believe can benefit from someone like myself who has not only the ability to do it, but the commitment to see it through and the willingness to effectively communicate with all stakeholders. This is a nationally important ministry, and I take that on humbly.
How do you respond to the comment made by the union president that our schools are like third world?
I disagree with that comment, and if you look at the allocation per student, it's inconsistent. I disagree with that comment.
Major players in the island's telecommunications industry were no doubt intrigued to learn that Digicel has announced a deal under which it will buy the island's phone company BTC Limited from the Canadian consortium that purchased it just months ago from Keytech. Vsb News' Chris Lodge has the details.
You may recall that telecommunications firm Keytech sold BTC in August of last year to Barry Holdings, a group of Canadian investors who paid $30 million for BTC. A statement from Digicel last night said Digicel and BTC have now finalized an agreement whereby Digicel intends to acquire BTC. Digicel saying it believes that BTC's fixed voice and internet services will complement Digicel's mobile offerings, allowing Digicel to bring better services and value to consumers. The financial terms of the agreement are confidential and will not be disclosed. In addition, the proposed deal is subject to regulatory approval. With the good of customers and employees being the main concern, according to Digicel, our intention is to grow our business here in Bermuda and to invest in the future. And that will see us working to improve the service delivered to customers and looking to build out and enhance the products and services offered to them, with an ultimate view to delivering an enhanced multimedia experience across multiple devices. I'm Chris Lodge, Vsb News.
The Bermuda Tourism Authority is writing a white paper on the island's vacation rental market and wants to hear more of the public's input, starting with a discussion on the topic of next week's Bermuda Tourism Summit. Vsb News' Brian Darby has the story.
A BTA working group has been studying the issue for months and is preparing a presentation for summit attendees. The presentation, called Bermuda and the Growing Vacation Rental Market, will speak to the increasing popularity of and demand for private vacation rentals in Bermuda and around the world, as well as the impact vacation rentals are having on the island's tourism product. The session will also look into best practices in other jurisdictions and examine potential money-earning opportunities for local homeowners. If current trends are any indication, the demand for a vacation rental will steadily increase around the world and by extension in Bermuda, said the BTA's Chief Operations Officer Carla Lacey, who is overseeing the preparation of the white paper on vacation rentals. Upon its completion, the BTA will present the white paper to the Ministry of Tourism and Development and Transport, where officials will review whether current legislation is sufficient, should be amended, or whether new legislation should be drafted. Brian Darby reporting for VSB News.
And we'll be back with more news right after this.
The Marketplace Food Court is you and your family's one-stop shop. Start your day at the Breakfast Bar with omelets made to order and traditional Bermuda codfish breakfast. The chefs will cook lunch and dinner to your liking. Along with the salad bar, sandwich bar, sushi bar, and fruit bar, the Marketplace Food Court is your kitchen away from home. Every day is hassle-free with nutritious meals from the Marketplace Food Court. Visit us 7 days a week. Homemade cooking, quality service, all at prices you can count on.
Bermuda's level of inflation fell 3 points to 2.3% in November, reversing the steady climb of the previous 5 months. The main contributors to the 12-month rate of price increases was the health and personal care sector, which went up 7.4%, and transport and vehicles up only 0.6% as gasoline prices fell to the lowest level since February 2011. On a month-to-month basis, the increases in most sectors were either minimal or static, while cheaper hotel rates, foreign travel, and gasoline prices brought transport and vehicles down 7.2%. 586 people have died on our roads in the past 52 years. According to the police, the worst year in that time span was 1975 when 26 people died, 3 of them in one accident. Next highest on the list of tragedies was 1970 with 24, while 2002 came out as the safest year with just 2 fatalities. There's a popular commercial that says, with a name like that, it's got to be good. Well, the Bermuda National Gallery's winter exhibition opening tomorrow is called Marking Territory, a focus on Bermuda's landscape. I asked Gallery Director Lisa Howard, with a name like that, what is so special about this exhibition?
Landscape art as a genre of art, a subject matter for which artists have been paying attention to. This is carried on for centuries in Bermuda. The landscape, the lighting, the place itself is so physically special and gorgeous that we have a history, as we see in the Bermuda National Gallery collection. We have a history of landscape address, from paintings, watercolors, etchings, all of them very much reflecting a realism in their expression of what the landscape is. This particular exhibition explores the innovative ways in which artists are addressing the landscape anew. So the title to the show tries to capture the spirit of that innovation. 24 artists expressing the landscape in a very personal way, using very different medium, And we hope that the outcome is that having come into the gallery, coming through that natural surroundings, that once leaving the gallery, perhaps the show has inspired a new way of seeing the landscape.
So it's got a unique name, a rather catchy name, but would the average person who comes into the gallery get it?
Get the exhibition? Absolutely. I think that what we have to also observe is that so many of us are bound by our technological tools, interests, really dominates the ways in which we are reading the world. And there are some artists that are attending to the technology, others that are really continuing to stay in traditional, actual artistic medium. They're still using paint. They're still painting. It's just that what they're focusing on is different, and how they are using the paint is different.
Are there any first-timers at this exhibition?
There are several first-time artists. We're delighted to announce that, and that's what's going to be fun as well, is to see that there's a wider validation of the artistic field here in Bermuda. There are so many practicing artists, not just in the landscape genre, but there are so many practicing artists doing very innovative things, and it's a wonderful time to celebrate that.
So what are the draped trees outside the City Hall about?
The exhibition continues outside with an installation by artist Amy Zanders. She has taken the title topic to the exhibition quite literally and wrapped trees with yarn and mixed media. And in that way, she has quite literally marked territory in a new way. Her intent is for us to see the landscape in a different way, a space that we keep driving by on Church Street, perhaps never even noticing that the trees exist, and perhaps draw attention to that.
And that too comes under the heading of art.
Yes, it does, most definitely.
And for the first time in the history of the gallery, there will be a charge admission of $5. In the latest from the sports desk, Bermuda's news champion sits down with our sports reporter, Earl Baisden.
Bermudians will get a chance to see America's Cup training on the waters come next week, as reports out of the UK is that Sir Ben Ainsley's racing team's preparation will see them head to Bermuda on Sunday to begin training for the 2017 America's Cup. The Bermuda Amateur Swimming Association have updated their short course meter records following the provincial Christmas Invitational held in Canada December 12th through to the 14th, and the Christmas Camp Swim Meet held here in Bermuda at the Bassa Pool on January 3rd. During the meet in Canada, Vanessa Esposito is now the 1,500-meter freestyle record holder in the girls 15 to 16 age group after recording a time of 18 minutes and 33 seconds, breaking her own record of 18:44.81 set on December 15th, 2013. During the Christmas camp meet here in Bermuda, Elijah Daly set a new 8 and under boys 50-meter freestyle record of 34.72 breaking a record that had stood for 21 years of 36.78 set by Roy Allen Birch back on November 1st, 1994. Daly also set a new 50-meter backstroke record, touching the wall on the time of 39.85, breaking his own record of 41.53 set on December 13th, 2014. The 13 to 14 girls 50-meter butterfly record holder is now Emma Harvey. She clocked a time of 28.98, breaking the record of 29.89 set by Madeline Moore on March 21st in 2014. Moore set a new 100-meter backstroke record, clocking a time of 105.15, breaking her own record of 107.01 set on March 23rd, 2014. Jesse Washington set 2 boys 15 to 16 age group records. He reset the 100-meter freestyle record, clocking a time of 52.81, breaking his own record of 53.67 set on July 12, 2014. He also set a new 200-meter freestyle record of 156.50, breaking the record of 157.67 set by Jason Mastelier back on December 1st, 2007. A First Division match is proving to be a thorn in the side of the Bermuda Football Association, as the third time did not prove to be a charm. Last night, the First Division match between Social Club and Somerset Eagles got underway at the Somerset Cricket Club in light drizzle, but eventually conditions became too dangerous for the players, with the ball holding up in the puddles, and once the lightning began in the 53rd minute, the referee deemed the conditions unplayable. The Somerset Eagles were leading 2-0 when Tracy Adams called a halt to the match. Somerset Eagles had gotten goals from Kenai Frey in the 37th minute and Sinclair Vickers in the 39th minute. Things are tight at the top in the male A division of the Bermuda Bicycle Association's Flying Colors Mountain Bike Race Series Championships point standings. Matthew Oliveira is currently the leader with 91 points, while 1 point back is Robin Horsfield. Mark Hatherley is in third with 66 points. The male veteran division is a two-way tie that sees Chris Roke and Anthony Spence both on 60 points. David Breen is currently in third with 52 points. Caden Hopkins has a 10-point lead in the male B division with 79 points. Dalen Hill is in second with 69 points, and Padraig Brown is in third with 67 points. Karen Smith is the current leader of the female veteran division with 87 points. Karen Bordage is in second with 75 points, and Julia Hawley is in third with 44 points. Ali Watlington is currently the leader in the female B division with 97 points. Ashley Kirkpatrick is in second with 84 points, and Sarah Burnett is in third with 67 points. The Bermuda Squash Rackets Association Club have begun a new amateur team squash league at the Squash Club in Devonshire. The Oswego Island Team Squash League will see matches played every Wednesday through January and February, with some 80 players registered. In the Diamond League, Strange Brew defeated Napton Hillbillies 2-1. Raw Talents got by the Dirty Knickers 3-0. In the Platinum League, Too Mad defeated Length Matters 2-1. Never in Doubt defeated the Tight Shots 2-1. In second spring senior bowling league action at the Warwick Lanes, it saw Old and Kickin defeat the Blue Angels 3-1. The Last Minutes defeated the Newcomers 3-1. The Islanders went down 3-1 to the Pin Splitters. The Tigers went down 3-1 to the Last Pin. And the match between Go and Get It and the Drifters ended 2-2. I'm Earl Baisden reporting for VSB Sports.
Looking at the weather for Friday, January the 16th, there will be sunny breaks with a few showers, mainly at night. Winds will be northwesterly, light to moderate, increasing to moderate by evening, increasing moderate to strong late night. We are expecting a high near 70 and a low near 62. This weather report is courtesy of the Bermuda Weather Service. Thanks for watching VSB News Online for Thursday, January the 15th. I'm Charles Webb.